to end the cuts. You can't raise the money. You need to end the cuts without using the basic rate. And we would protect the 20,000 people who earn under £20,000 a year from paying a penny more tax.
But you haven't explained how you'll do that, Kezia. You have failed to explain how you will do that. But it's not the detail you disagree with, it's the principle of that idea. I disagree with the principle of transferring the burden of Tory austerity to those who can least afford.
OK, but Kezia Dugdale, hang on a second. Kezia Dugdale has said she would protect those on low earnings. How would you do that?
So in the budget that's just passed, we advocated using a rebate mechanism. So MD who earns less than £20,000 a year wouldn't pay a penny more.
You didn't explain how that would be done.
Let us explain. How would you do that? What mechanism would you use?
So we would use local authorities. They already handle lots of ways to use cash, and we've spoken to a number of council leaders across the country that have said that this is
how you do it from 2017?
This is what we would have done in the previous budget.
But
moving into the next
2017.
year, you can use the powers of the Scottish Parliament to make a difference.
But which power would you use? How
so
would
we're
you
talking about
it?
substantial new tax and welfare powers. But this is the point. If you earn less than £20,000 a year, you won't pay a penny more under Labour's proposals.
OK,
we'll protect
but how would you ensure that is the case?
There's a really important next point here.
But you're not answering my question. How would you achieve that?
I'm trying to establish the point here. So if you earn £21,000 a year, and you might be in the audience tonight worried about what that would mean for your pocket, the answer is £1.80 a week. But the choice of not doing that is far greater. Nicola Sturgeon's ripped £500 million out of local budgets.
Last chance, hang on a second. How would you ensure that those on lower earnings, those earning less than £20,000, would not pay the basic rate?
So you have new powers in the Scottish Parliament which allow you to set the threshold rates. We'd be able to set new thresholds to protect low-income earners.
I don't want people earning £20,000 to pay the burden of Tory austerity. What I'm saying is people earning over £43,000 should shoulder more of that burden.
They will pay that price.
That's how we, and what we're proposing will raise over the next Parliament an additional £2 billion. Money that we can invest in our health service, money we can invest in education. It's fair and it's balanced.
Let me just ask you on the 50 pence point. Let me just ask you on the 50 pence point. A year ago, less than a year ago, you were arguing for a 50p top rate of tax. Why not now, when you're about to inherit the power, should you be re-elected, to introduce that in Scotland?
It's a fair question. Let me set out the pragmatic reasons behind the decision. I've said we won't do it in the first year we have powers. I haven't ruled it out for the rest of the Parliament. And the reason for that is I've got independent civil service analysis saying it might lose us £30 million. Why is that the case? Because under devolution, unlike under independence, yes, we'll get the power to set the tax rate, but we don't get the power to set the rules on tax avoidance. So what I've said is that I would ask, if I'm re-elected, ask the First Minister's Council of Economic Advisers to look at this on an annual basis to see if we can find ways of mitigating that risk, and we'll judge it in our budget every year.
You'd like to?
I think there should be a 50 pence top rate of tax, but you don't set tax rates if it's going to lose you money.